magic, a lot of high officials. So even have in the Northern Kingdom, there's hot spots, man. Because this tribe they do a lot of witchcraft.
Yeah, the brewery Simeon does too.
Jamaica too, man.
Yeah.
They call it Obia.
Yeah, but it's mostly Levi that's there that practice it because that's how they got into that shit, right? And then on down because in the marketplace they do that shit, try to drive out other people who selling food and shit. I was watching a short documentary on that. One woman was saying about, I don't even want to sell anything. Like certain people run out of here. People are working the voodoo, the doo-doo, all that nonsense. You know? That shit ain't nothing to play with, man.
That's the same with like water and lime and throwing it as a youth. They're throwing the water and lime and I caught the spirits, run the spirits, you know?
Yeah. It's actually sacrificing to the spirits, right? And they put the salt in a circle all over the place. You know, drive the certain spirits that come to it, and certain spirits don't. And all of this, they do it heavy in New Orleans. You know?
I saw when I was a kid, this lady had a circle with a pentagram with a cutlass, and she was crying, as though she was cursing out the person that she was crying. So I went to go look and said, "Get the hell away from there!" They told me to get away from there. Don't look at that. Right? That's how powerful that was. And then our lady, the lady come and was no, now. Hey, how you doing? Everything's all right? Yeah. But if you saw that, if you saw that, so this stuff is real, right? And these guys that are doing these things, you know about the puffer fish, right? They have that skill. Jake taught that to Esau how to stop your breath. And if the Most High so allow you, you could die for 3 days and come back. That's what that fish does. That's the fish they use.
Yep.
It numbs your senses, put you in sort of like a paralysis and stop your pulse. Yeah. They used to bury a lot of people.
The movie called The Rainbow and the Serpent.
Yeah.
About that thing.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's real. But Levi has that skill.
And you're dead, but you're not dead.
Yeah,
you feel everything. Oh, he's dead. No, I ain't dead.
That's a zombie.
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the word Arabia
Gun.
that and make people like they don't even know who they are. They're doing stuff and they don't even remember. And they can't come back to their senses.
Yeah. That's
takes
the
like a
first
long
phase.
time.
Yeah. That's the first phase of the zombie. I think last week you talked about the next phase. Now they're eating people and all that stuff. And they have more sense. They have a chip.
Back in the scriptures.
Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 7. For the illusion of art magic they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. Verse 8. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear.
Yo, get that poster up again. Bring that poster up again.
Oh, you mean the false prophet?
Yeah, man, because those are false prophets. Guys who promised to cast away demons and to do all type of exorcism.
Name,
right? Had demons on them. So those guys are going to be finished.
Robert Townsend? I can't remember that guy.
And he says to be laughed at. What are we doing right now? We're laughing at them.
Yeah, Benny Sin and all of them.
All of them.
All of these guys,
Hadouken.
all these guys have promised salvation to people who did when they're not even saved themselves. So the demons that they claim to clean off of people, they have twice as more.
Yeah, even Nate.
Especially Nate.
Nate,
man.
right there.
Especially
Nate.
Yeah, Baron Samedi.
Baron Samedi. I have more hits on my channel with that guy on there laughing, right? AKA Nate. And he likes that type of attention.
Man, the Most High
Let me see that once again.
Oh, slap.
This hold these son of a bitches.
I was going to say, that shows you that the Most High has the true power, man. You can't cleanse anything without the truth. You know, you get all these people, especially like when I used to be real quick in church, they used to like get demons off of people and then like having a seizure on the floor and stuff like that. In my mind, I was thinking like, yo, they probably got twice as more now. You know, because they're talking in tongues, so-called tongues, which is gibberish. You ask them, what are you speaking? They have no idea. It was between me and the Most High, they say. This is demons, man.
It's all fake, man. It's all staged because you have a man processing excited. She said the Holy Spirit is going to bless you. All you're going to do is give you money. And he says,
They start pressing the button.
You're just an
Look at
idiot.
these, man.
Straight idiot.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, they just teeth you,
Back in the
basically.
scriptures. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 17, verse 9. For though, yeah. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that pass by and hissing of serpents, they died for fear, denying that they saw the air.
Yeah, that's what happened during this COVID and shit. They're dying from fear. Invisible virus. But watch when the Most High brings these plagues back and greater.
Shit.
The Most High likes to put on a show. He likes being entertained, man.
Yes.
He's on that throne for a reason.
Right. Control the issues of
The
life.
king of terrors.
Yes, sir.
King of terrors. That's in the scriptures.
Which could of no side be avoided. I mean, anywhere you go, man, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Verse 11, for the wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience always forecast grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reasons offereth.
That's right, man. That's why the scriptures say he has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power or faith, something like that.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing. Because that's what, like, fear. It writes like when you fear, we fear the Most High because we have faith. We know what He can do. That's the difference in that. These people, when you fear knowing the answers, that's wrong. That's where you're being confused and you're going back and forth and all types of stuff like that. That's the kind of state these people are going to be in when all hell breaks through, because they can't say they didn't know. Because we were out here, prophets were out here for years before we were in the truth. This goes back to the 70s. We have videos, thousands of videos up online, so they can't say they've never heard of this stuff happening that they're going to see. Right?
It's stuff at the ear, the deaf adder.
Well, millions of videos online. Like really.
Yeah.
This word has gone out to the whole earth already, man. Even though that you put something on the internet and it's deleted, it's still there. Still accessibility to it. Because certain brothers have put up certain. I remember they were talking about a certain thing that occurred, and they were looking for it in Google. I went on DuckDuckGo, and it was there. So, it's just those web browsers are just gate accesses to the internet. Just a gate. So there's always another. That's why there's so many different browsers. You can find it. Whereas just Google's just run by CIA, right? To track your whereabouts, where you've got your footprints, basically. You can use other browsers.
You got something?
Oh, you got something?
Not yet.
Okay, back in Psalm 17, verse 13. And the expectation from within, being less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of the inevitable hell, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, and partly
Shit.
and partly fainted, their heart failing them. For a sudden,
the mind they gave up the ghost, man.
A lot of heart attacks, man, just out of scare. Because when you get scared, your heart rate shoots up. Now, they said that your heart rate can shoot up so much or so fast that it actually stops. So some people are going to see certain things and they're just going to drop dead. They're just going to drop dead.
Real quick, I don't know if you guys remember the movie Child's Play, number 3.
Chucky.
Remember that scene where the military guy, the big fat ass military guy, Chucky just came up and he's like, oh, and he died of a heart attack. That's how
He
these people
didn't
are
have
gonna
to
be.
say, is that your grandson?
Yeah.
He didn't even have to say that.
Inside joke.
Excuse me, sir. Is that your son? Is that your son? I have to watch it 4 times.
Right.
to say that.
For sudden fear and not looked for come upon them. So then whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in prison without iron bars. For whether he were husbandman or shepherd or laborer in the field, he was overtaken and endured that necessity, which could not be avoided, for they were all bound with one chain of darkness. Whether it were a whistling wind or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently.